Welcome back. Every 4 years, something remarkable happens. For a few weeks, the rhythm of the world changes. Streets that are normally filled with noise become strangely quiet. Cafes turn into places of celebration and tension. Families gather around screens, strangers become friends, and billions of people across different continents, cultures, and languages turn their attention toward one single event. The FIFA World Cup. To some, it is simply a football tournament, a game where two teams compete, players chase a ball, and one side eventually lifts a trophy. But the truth is far greater than that. The World Cup has become one of the most powerful events on Earth. It can unite entire nations, create memories that survive for generations, and bring millions of people together through the same moments of excitement, hope, and emotion. But how did a simple football competition become the biggest sporting event in the world? To find the answer, we have to travel back nearly a century, to a time when football was already spreading rapidly across the globe, but there was still no stage where nations could come together and compete for worldwide glory. In 1930, that changed forever. FIFA created a new tournament that would bring the best national teams together, and Uruguay became the host of the very first World Cup. Only 13 teams participated, and reaching the tournament was already a challenge. Some players crossed oceans for weeks on ships, leaving their homes behind for the chance to represent their countries on football's biggest stage. The tournament itself was small compared to what we know today. There were no massive stadiums, no global television audience, and no billions of fans watching from every corner of the planet. But something important had begun. The first World Cup planted the seed of an idea that football could become more than just a sport. It could become a shared experience, capable of connecting people who had never met. As the years passed, that idea continued to grow. Football crossed more borders, more countries embraced the game. More children began dreaming of wearing their national colors. And every new World Cup added another unforgettable chapter to the history of the sport. A single goal could transform a player into a national hero. An unexpected victory could inspire an entire generation. A heartbreaking defeat could remain in the memories of fans for decades. Slowly, the World Cup stopped being only a competition between teams. It became a collection of human stories. Stories of ambition, sacrifice, pressure, hope, and the desire to achieve something that would never be forgotten. But the World Cup was about to enter a new era. An invention arrived that would completely transform its relationship with the world. Television. For the first time, the tournament was no longer limited to the people sitting inside the stadium. Millions of fans could experience the same excitement from their own homes. They could feel the tension before a penalty kick, hear the roar after a goal, and witness the emotions of players carrying the dreams of entire nations. The World Cup was no longer just an event people attended. It became an event people experienced together. And as technology continued to evolve, that connection became even stronger. Color television brought matches to life. Satellite broadcasting allowed continents to share the same moments in real time. Later, the internet and social media transformed every goal, celebration, and shocking result into a worldwide conversation within seconds. But technology was never the true reason behind the World Cup's magic. The real power came from the stories created on the field. Every tournament introduces new heroes. Young players arrive with dreams bigger than themselves, carrying the hopes of millions on their shoulders. Some become global stars overnight, while others create a single unforgettable moment that keeps their names alive forever. At the same time, smaller nations step onto football's biggest stage, hoping to challenge the giants. Powerful teams arrive with expectations and pressure, knowing that one mistake can end years of preparation. That uncertainty is what makes every World Cup special, because people are not only watching a football match, they are watching dreams come true. They are watching history being written. They are watching the pride and identity of entire nations unfold in real time. A club team can have millions of supporters, but a national team represents something much deeper. It represents memories, culture, and a sense of belonging. It represents the place people call home and the people they share that connection with. That is why a single goal can create celebrations across an entire country, while one defeat can bring disappointment to millions at the same time. Very few events can create such a powerful emotional connection, and part of the World Cup's magic comes from the fact that it does not happen every year. The 4-year wait creates a level of anticipation that few competitions can match. Players know they may only have a few chances in their entire careers to lift the trophy. Fans know they must wait years before experiencing that atmosphere again. Every tournament feels like a moment that cannot simply be repeated. And while the world waits, the competition continues to grow. What started with only 13 teams has become a global championship involving nations from every corner of the planet. More countries brought more fans. More fans created larger audiences. And those audiences transformed the World Cup into a worldwide phenomenon, followed by billions of people. Today, the FIFA World Cup is much more than the biggest football tournament on Earth. It is one of the rare moments when the entire planet seems to pause at the same time. During the final, streets become quieter. Conversations revolve around one match. Families, friends, and even strangers gather together to witness history being created. Some watch because they love football. Others watch because they love the feeling of being part of something greater than themselves. Because in the end, the true power of the World Cup is not only found in the goals, the trophies, or the players who lift the cup. Its true power comes from what happens beyond the field. It reminds us that despite our different languages, cultures, and backgrounds, there are still moments when billions of people can experience the same emotion at the same time. Football is the game being played, but the real story of the FIFA World Cup is the story of people coming together. If you enjoyed this video and discovered something new, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more fascinating stories from the worlds of science, history, and sports. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.